Good afternoon. We have another marketplace pickup, local marketplace off Facebook. We're headed there now to pick up what should be a great lot of older NES or Nintendo NES games. About a 30-minute drive, but it should be worth it. Let's go along together and see what we find for what we're going to pay. Okay, so here we are. I just met the couple, very nice people. The box is just filled with Nintendo goodies. It's hard to do this with one hand, but it's all there. We'll go through what I got when I get home, and we'll tie it all down with what everything is worth. A nice pickup, I would say. And good morning. As promised, we're going to go review the box of goodness that I picked up yesterday at a marketplace pickup locally. Go through everything I picked up, and then we'll just kind of lay it out on the cardboard here for you to take a look at. So the first one I got here was Gauntlet. This is Tengen, excuse me. Obviously an Atari game. I don't think I have this in my collection, to be honest. We got a Nintendo Zapper. The gray one, which is actually less common. The gray one was released prior to the orange one. They changed it to orange so it looked less like a real gun. That's the quick skinny on that. I got another Naki Eliminator. This is the head cleaner for the NES. You put a little alcohol in there, you put it in the console, and you cleaned it. What's next here? We've got River City Ransom. I don't think I have this game in my collection, so most likely I'll be adding it to my collection. Pretty cool stuff. They're all a little dusty and dirty here. Blaster Master, another common favorite. That's an $8 or $9 game currently right now. What else we got here? Russian Attack. A very popular game in the arcade back then from Konami. Tiger Heli. Another great game. This is an Acclaim game. Very common, probably a sub $10 game. Bad Dudes. Data East. Very, very popular in the arcade as well. Dragon Warrior 2. It was part of a series. As the games went up, progressed, Dragon Warrior 3. Dragon Warrior 2, as the games continued to progress, the prices and values of the games got much higher. Keep on going here. A lot of these don't seem to have their sleeves, unfortunately. Renegade by Taito. I'm not sure the value of that one. I don't think it was very high. I have 2 copies of the same game on that one, which is kind of odd. So 2 copies of Renegade. We've got Mega Man 3, a fan favorite from Capcom. We've got Bad Dudes again. So in case you're keeping track, there's 2 copies of Bad Dudes. Karnov from Data East. We've got Contra, probably a $30 game today. Konami. We've got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, about a $30 game, or in the 30s. We've got Skate or Die, probably a $3 or $4 game. Ultra, which was Konami's second company, so they could produce more cartridges with Nintendo's limited, very limited licensing deals. We've got everybody knows RBI Baseball, another Tengen game. Paperboy, I used to play this in the arcades all the time. It was an Atari game at the time, but published by Mindscape. We've also got Anticipation, a board game from Nintendo, actually. And let's keep on going here. Jeopardy, We've got Load Runner, one of my favorites when I was growing up. Got Double Dribble, very common from Konami, only worth a couple bucks, I believe. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, about a $10 game. You've seen this one before in lots that I picked up. Gyrus. Now, I have not seen this one before. I think Gyrus is a game published by Ultra, which is Konami's, again, second publishing house at the time. We've got Hoops by Jellico. We've got Ghostbusters from Activision, another popular game back in the day when I was growing up. We've got just the single Mario Brothers. Super Mario 2, still about a mid-$20 game. The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. I think that's probably a $10 or $15 game, I believe. Don't quote me on it. Stinger. Not a very highly popular game or high value game, but one I don't have in my collection from Konami. Star Voyager from Acclaim. This was actually shockingly a high value game, at least when I say high value, more than a sub $10 game. I've never even heard of it before. It looks like kind of a Olympics game, maybe like a summer games of some sort. Goal, probably a sub $5 game. Bases Loaded 2 second season, probably a sub $10 game. World Cup Soccer from Nintendo, sub $5. And finally, wrapping up The Little Mermaid from Capcom. Again, I think this is a sub $10 game. And that's doing it. That's the box is empty. So again, I thought it was a pretty fair pickup yesterday. I paid $175 for everything. Total value on this lot, according to price charting, which is generally the Bible I use to associate cost or values, about $450. So again, I think I did pretty decent. I definitely had to pay more than I would normally pay. But again, that's what's happening out there right now. Thank you again for tuning in. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Your subscription means a lot to me. It really does. It helps me grow the channel, helps me continue to get better with what I'm doing, helps me add more equipment down the road when I can finally start getting a little bit more professional. But again, thanks again for tuning in.